Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Slayer back here again with another video. It has now been 67 days since my last drink, and this is after many falls, many relapses, getting back up again, falling. As you guys have seen, I've documented a lot of my relapses here on the channel. Not all of them. About 6 months to a year before that, I was also still trying to get sober, but failing with very little success, less success that I've had while I've been doing this YouTube channel. And before that, it was just 7 years of running and gunning, drinking as much as I possibly can. Just, drinking myself to oblivion, to numb out every single negative feeling, numb myself from this world. The trauma, the pain, the reality of life, and anxiety, depression. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And when you're drinking a 750 of 100 proof whiskey every single day plus, and you're not eating, you're not sleeping properly, you're not drinking water, you're not taking care of your body whatsoever at all, that can add up after a while. That can do some damage when we abuse ourselves that way. And these last couple of weeks, I have not been feeling well. The symptoms have kind of came and went, but it's pretty much been like racing heart, heart palpitations. I get extremely weak to the point that I have to, if I'm working, I have to go sit down and take a break, or if I'm working out, I have to stop mid-workout and go catch my breath. I mean, seriously, guys, I've been walking up the stairs. I'll walk up a flight of stairs and I'm like, I'm completely out of breath. Super strange, and just feeling terrible. It's been horrible. And I kind of talked about it a little bit in the couple previous videos. I said I was going through a lot of anxiety and panic, and it is anxiety and panic, but it's been more physical. It's hard to explain. It's because I've always had anxiety. I've suffered from panic attacks. I've dealt with all this stuff most of my life, but it's been more intense than that. So a couple days ago, I decided to go to the doctor because the night before that, I was seriously debating going to the hospital. I felt like I was having a heart attack or something. And part of my anxiety with all of this is that heart problems run in my family. My grandpa, that unfortunately I never got the chance to meet, died at 47 from a heart attack, and his dad died from a heart attack. Some other family members have had cholesterol, heart problems, and a lot of them didn't funnel gallons of liquor down their throat like me. So it puts a lot of anxiety in my brain about the whole thing. And so I went to the doctor, and he pretty much didn't believe me. Like, I'm not even joking. He didn't believe how much how much my alcohol consumption was when I told him, because he was like, it's not like you were doing black tar heroin. This whole entire thing, like, drugs are so much worse than alcohol, even though alcohol is a drug, and it's one of the worst drugs, if not the worst drug on earth. And so I had to explain to him that I've drank more than most people in 10 lifetimes, and that kind of woke him up a little bit. And he proceeded to listen to my heart, and I've never had a doctor listen to my heart for as long as he did. He had me do some stress exercises, and basically what he came to the conclusion of, or what he thinks might be going on, is it could be a central nervous system thing. Yeah, and for you guys who are kind of educated on alcohol and just, I mean, it damages every single part of our body, but it really does a number on the central nervous system. That's why we go into delirium tremens. That's why people have seizures when you're withdrawing from it. It affects the central nervous system directly, and it can cause long-term consequences and serious major problems, because our central nervous system basically controls everything. And if your central nervous system goes out, you go out. And so he's not 100% sure. He's saying that it's either that or it's all mental. It could be post-acute alcohol withdrawal syndrome. And either way, these are consequences from my drinking that I wouldn't be dealing with if it wasn't for me abusing myself the way that I have, and listening to the doctors 5 years ago when I first went into the hospital, 6 years ago, whatever it was, And they were telling me that I should stop drinking because it's causing problems to my health. And I just completely ignored them. Just blew them off. Who cares? I'm young, right? I'm young. And nowadays, there's people that are, I'm in my late 20s, guys. There's people that are younger than me that are dying from liver cirrhosis and other alcohol-related problems. Don't use I'm young, the I'm young card as something to continue to drink. That's just not a good idea. So he did all these tests and everything, and he said to me, yeah, I think that it's either a central nervous system thing or a mental thing going on. So tomorrow I'm going to go and pick up a heart monitor. It's like a watch. It's kind of like the watch I have on now, except it will keep track of everything, all of that stuff, my pulse, the rhythm of it. And for 3 weeks, I'm gonna wear it. And after that 3 weeks has ended, and he told me to like work out with it on and do all this physical stuff, so I will, even though it's been tough recently because it's like I said, guys, I go up a flight of stairs and I'm out of breath. I'm sure that smoking cigarettes for 7 years didn't help, and smoking pounds of marijuana when I was younger also probably doesn't help any of this stuff. But after the 3 weeks is done, he's gonna take it, check it out, and he should be able to give me an answer for that moving forward. I hope that everything's okay. I have to go to the hospital, actually. It's the same hospital that I've been to 20, 30 times for alcohol-related problems. Usually I'm going in there because of alcohol withdrawal, X, Y, or Z. It's always been alcohol. Well, not always. I did go in there one time when I broke my foot, but wait a minute, I was heavily intoxicated when that happened. And I did go, wait, never mind. It hasn't all been alcohol, because I did go in that one time that I punched the door and punched a hole through the door and dislocated my finger. Oh, wait a minute. I was also intoxicated for that one too. The only times that I've been in the hospital, it's had something to do with alcohol. Go figure. What a shock, right? You know, naturally, guys, I have a lot of anxiety, and it says in the Bible, worrying does not add a single day to our lives. And that's the truth. It really is. But it's hard for me not to worry. I have a lot of anxiety. It's part of the reason that I became an alcoholic, is because I am addicted to that comforting feeling, that warm feeling that you get in your stomach, where all of your problems, quote unquote, fade away. And you know, that's what I crave, and that's what I've ran to for the last decade for every single one of my problems in my life. Oh, I'm not feeling well? I drink. It's been my medicine. If I injure myself, I drink. I would drink when I had flus, colds. I would drink right through them to the point that I would be so wasted. I would come out of it and, I guess I don't have the flu anymore, or just blended in with me throwing up every single day. I mean, this is how crazy it was, guys. And it's absolutely wild. And I've used alcohol as my answer, which it's no answer for all of my problems for the last 10 years. So these last couple of weeks, guys, I won't lie, it's been a real struggle. I actually called LD on the phone yesterday, and we had a long conversation, because I know he's kind of been struggling as well. And we talked with each other, helped each other out, because at the end of the day, I know alcohol isn't going to solve any of these problems. But it's tough. It is tough, guys. I understand. I struggle too. I've been struggling these last couple of weeks. I don't want you guys to worry and think I'm going to go buy booze, but the thought's been there. The temptation has been there. It really has. It's been calling me. It's been calling me and saying, you could just come drink and all your problems would fade away. That's bullshit. Our problems really don't fade away. If I drank, I would have the same problems that I have now, plus 10 or 20 more. And I know myself, there just is no self-control there. If I have one, I want two, and if I have two, I'm gonna want six, and so on and so forth. So on it goes. I once I start, I don't want to stop. And I've been very careful and extra vigilant about my sobriety these last couple weeks, guys, and that's why I wanted to hop on here and talk to you guys about this and tell you guys what's been going on, because I have been struggling. And in the past, I would probably let myself continue to struggle. I wouldn't reach out to anybody. I wouldn't make a YouTube video. I wouldn't go to meetings. go to the doctor and take care of myself the proper way, I would just fall back into drinking. And even my mom told me that. She told me that she was actually really proud of me. And me and my mom's relationship, like a lot of my family members, is being repaired because of the damage that I've done while drinking, and other things as well on her side. I'm not going to get into all that, but she even said that, she's seen a change in me about, just reaching out and being honest, and really, going to the doctor and making a step for myself instead of just falling back into the oblivion of the bottle, because the bottle, it doesn't answer any of our problems. It just doesn't, and it never will. It never will. But when we've ran to that for everything for so long, it's really tough, and it's insidious. And I know myself, I actually, in Backcountry's new video, and shout out to Backcountry, he was saying that for an alcoholic, we'll be thinking about our next drink before like our alcohol is even ran out, and that's 100% the truth. That, I mean, I on so many occasions, I had so many flashbacks of that, of, okay, well, I'm just gonna go get a 6-pack, or I'm just gonna go get 3 or 4 shooters, and that's it. I'll cut myself off after that. I go home and I kick back. Maybe I'm watching a television show, maybe I'm watching The Sopranos or something, and I turn it on and I kick back and I'm watching it, and I have my first one, I have the second one, and I still have 2 more, and my mind is already going to, oh man, I only have 2. That's not enough. And man, it's already been 30 minutes since I had the other 2, and I'm already starting to sober up from those ones. Maybe I should just go to the liquor store and get a few more, because what if I want one tomorrow? Just to take the edge off, just to, calm the withdrawals and the hangover, just the hair of the dog a little bit, to make, so I can get through the day, I can make it to work. I gotta get to work, I gotta pay the bills, so I'll just go to the liquor store and I'll buy a few more. And then for me, I'd go to the liquor store and I'd go to the liquor aisle, I'd grab maybe 3, and then I'd be thinking, well, what if there's some kind of emergency and the next day I also need some? You just never know, man. Maybe I should just get a whole bottle. Maybe I should just get a whole bottle, because that way I don't have to come back here, and if I need it, I need it. And if I don't, I'll just stick it in the closet. It'll be okay, I can handle it, right? No. Get the 750, go home. Next thing you know, screw the glass and the ice and all that. I'm just drinking it straight from the bottle. And the next day around the same time, there I am right back at the liquor store again, in the hamster wheel, the never-ending cycle. So sobriety is absolutely no joke, guys. It really is life or death. Of course, it doesn't have to be, and if you do relapse, it doesn't have to be that you just relapse and that's the end of you. You don't have to be like me and go into a full-on binge. It doesn't have to be the end of us, but it's gambling. It really is. When we drink, it's gambling. I don't think, and I don't know how to verbalize the seriousness of all of this enough, really. I don't know how to do it, even for myself. Like, my alcoholic addict brain will try and minimalize the consequences of drinking, and that's what we do as alcoholics, man. That's our addict brain trying to fool us into coming back to the bottle. That's 100% what that is. And that's when we need to use our tools. Whatever you use to stay sober, that's when you need to use it in full gear, because once I have the first drink, nothing else matters. Nothing. Not anybody, not anything, not even myself. I don't care about me. So do you think that I'm going to care about anything? We are very selfish as human beings naturally. It's the curse, man. But when I'm drinking, I'm the definition of selfish, because I put everything under the bottle. The bottle comes first. That's all that's important. Because our fight or flight is going in full gear. The phenomenon of craving that it talks about in some of this literature is going full gear, and it's over after that point. And all that we can hope for and pray for is that we end up in a detox center, or we end up coming out of it safe and unscathed. not getting behind the wheel and taking somebody's life, or possibly taking our own life. I mean, seriously, guys, these are the risks that we're taking every single time that we drink. And that's what I have to remind myself of. That's why I'm on here talking about this right now, is because I have to remind myself of these things. Drinking does not solve our problems. And I don't believe I would be having any of these issues right now if it wasn't for me drinking. So I wanted to hop on here and talk to you guys, let you guys know what's been going on with me. It's kind of part of the reason why I haven't had a video up. I wanted to make another video that was different than this, but I figured, you know what, I need to tell you guys about this. This could help somebody. This could stop one of you guys from possibly drinking. And so I thought that this is more important than the story that I was gonna tell. I think maybe the next video I'll actually talk about how much I was drinking and what an average day was like in the wars. And I have talked about it, but there's a couple specific days that I think that I should talk about and bring up, because it seems like those types of videos also help you guys. So I have faith that everything's gonna be okay. God has had me. He's gotten me through so much, because the honest truth, guys, is I look back on my life and there's been a lot of things that could have ended horrifically that somehow I made it through. So I'm gonna have faith, and I'm gonna have, hope that everything's gonna be okay, that my central nervous system is not all messed up, my heart's okay, and this is a mental thing that I can fix with diet, exercise, the right communities, the Bible, and just being positive, and really time. Time heals a lot of these wounds. And yeah, man, and finding that happiness again, that natural happiness. That's what I'm looking for. It's like I'm happy, but it almost seems, man, I'm not gonna get into this. This is a whole entire different video. So I love you guys. I wanted to let you guys know what was going on. I hope that you're all well out there. Please, if you feel like you're gonna drink, reach out before you do. Don't drink and then reach out like I have. That's usually what I would do. I would, drink half of a Jack Daniel's bottle, and then I'd call up somebody and, I'm gonna drink, and really? No, reach out before you pick up that drink. And yeah, man, stay safe, stay sober. Let's take care of ourselves. Let's get healthy, and stay on this path, man. I love all of you, and I will be back in the next couple days with an update for all of you and a new video. So love you all. Peace.